lots more. Weekdays, 9 a.m. Sports Drive on 95.1 Nigeria.
This is Nigeria Info.
Top of the morning to you. You're welcome to Sports Drive on your number one Let's Talk station at 5.1 Nigeria Info. My name is Princeville, and I'm not alone this morning. Also, Benga is here. Good morning, Benga.
A pleasant morning to you and to everyone.
Well, Benga, the Super Falcons, they will be in action on Friday in the first leg of the Paris Olympic qualifier against South Africa. And ahead of that game, Super Falcons head coach Randy Wardrum says his team will beat the Banyana of South Africa to the 2024 Olympic Games ticket. Nigeria hosts South Africa in the first leg of the final round qualifier at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja on Friday, and the reverse fixture will take place next week Tuesday in Pretoria. The Barrow winner is guaranteed a place in Paris 2024. And according to Wardrum, he said this team is a generational team. No disrespect to the other teams. The talent and the depth that is coming into the team, which we saw at the FIFA Women's World Cup against some of the best teams around the world. We can continue to move on and be a major player on the world stage. This team is special and will have the ability to be one of the best teams in the world. Wardrum, however, expressed his respect for the Banyana, saying South Africa are a very good side. They are defending African champions and we have to respect them. They have a lot of individual talent up front where they are dangerous, and the coach has them very organized. But I have a lot of confidence in my players. Now, the Israelis, she beat us at the Aisha Buhari Cup. She beat us at the Nations Cup. Yeah. And now she's coming with South Africa to Nigeria before the second leg in South Africa. Are you very confident that on Friday, the Super Falcons, as I yesterday, 14 players in camp, South Africa have been here since Sunday, they have been preparing, just oppose the preparation for both teams. Are you very confident on Friday, Nigeria can get all, the win? At least
I'm confident.
Take a win to South Africa for the second leg.
So I'm confident that Nigeria will come to the party. I'm not confident we might take all 3 points because, trust me, women football in Africa has grown up a notch and there is no underdog or outright favorite when it comes to the Super Falcons. So I'm confident that Super Falcons will do their best. At least their last game, I was privy to see it, friendly, and they did well in that encounter. So I think they will do well. They will come to the party. Aside from the setback from Ashley Prompty, who is out injured, and you said 14 players, Ifeoma Onumono has joined them now, so it's 15 players in camp. So I'm confident that with the players we have, with the goalkeeper, Chiamaka Nnadozie, who has been good in recent times, we would come to the party. But it's left to be seen if we take all 3 points. Because, trust me, competition in women's football is now different.
Okay, meanwhile, yesterday in the Premier League, Newcastle played a 1-1 draw at Everton. Nottingham Forest defeated Fulham 3-1. Bournemouth defeated Crystal Palace 1-0. Burnley played a 1-1 draw with Wolves. And West Ham played a 1-1 draw with Tottenham. And in the Coppa Italia, Juventus defeated Lazio 2-0. In the DFB Pokal in Germany, Saarbrücken lost 2-0 to Kaiserslautern. While in the Coupe de France in France, Lyon defeated Valenciennes 3-0. Tonight in the Premier League by 7:30, Arsenal will take on Luton Town and Brentford will take on Brighton, while by 8:15, Manchester City hosts Aston Villa. Now, Benga,
Juventus getting closer to a silverware this season.
Liverpool will be in action tomorrow against Sheffield United, so there's a chance for Arsenal to go on top of the table if they beat Luton Town today. For Man City, they will need to score a lot of goals if they want to top the table today. That's with a win and Arsenal do not win. They will need to score like 5 goals because Liverpool have a 40-goal difference. Man City have 35, so they need to really score a lot of goals against Villa today. Remember, they lost to Villa in the first leg, and Villa...
Well, this is the Etihad.
Villa conditioned City to just 2 shots throughout the 90 minutes, and the 2 shots on target. Manchester City had no corner kick in that game when they lost 1-0 to Villa. For Arsenal, they needed a 97th minute goal by Declan Rice to beat Luton Town 4-3 also in December. So, do you see either of them dropping points today, talking about City and Arsenal?
So I see City I've always been saying this, that this season we usually give City that prestige based on what they've done in the past. But this season has been different. They haven't really been.
They have not beaten the big boys as
exactly
the top
the
five.
big six, except Man U. Home and away.
Now, when we say they've not done so well against these big six,
Yeah.
it's even only one loss. So
No, they've not won. They've
it's just one loss to Arsenal. You know when they say City have not done so well against the big boys,
City are not known for drawing
it's
games.
just a loss. One loss.
The loss doesn't
Is
cover
the
the
draws
context.
are much, yes.
Exactly.
But you know when people say City do not do so well against the big boys this season, it's only one loss.
There's a context to it. How do you draw
Just one loss.
How do you draw a poor Chelsea side home and away this season? 5-5 on aggregate. You considered 5 goals against Chelsea. Like, I'm not even looking at the goals they scored. They conceded 5 goals against Chelsea. They couldn't beat Liverpool home and away. They couldn't beat Arsenal home and away. Only Man U. So again, there is context to Man City struggling. Yes, at the time they had De Bruyne out, he had to come back and he's giving them the game against Liverpool, the second half, has given other teams a litmus test on how to beat Man City. And if anybody wants to know how to stifle Man City, go watch the second half between Liverpool and Man City. So they've known how to curtail the source, isolate Haaland, different ways, and it is obvious. I mean, against an Aston Villa side that we know this season has also been decent, except maybe in recent times they've fallen off the wagon. But Aston Villa can hold their own. They did it in the first leg as well. So Man City, of all the 3 teams, I see them dropping points. But Arsenal, they have a better momentum. So I see Arsenal winning, although I don't want them to win.
All right, guys, you can join in on the show. The phone number is 0700-951-0000. That's the phone number. The WhatsApp number you can also call is 080-999-30137. 080-999-30137. Liverpool are currently top of the table. They have 67 points. Arsenal are second with 65 points. Manchester City are third with 64
And
points.
I think Liverpool of the 3 have the easiest tie. It's not born
Against Sheffield United tomorrow.
So they have the easiest tie. So Man City is the one I see dropping points actually.
So guys,
Aston Villa is the more competitive
these
side.
3 teams have 9 matches until the end of the season, so there's really no opportunity for anybody to blink. Right now, you need to win your remaining 9 matches. So we're asking, between City and Arsenal, do you think either of them will drop points tonight? So Arsenal, they will host Luton Town. For City, they will host Aston Villa. Do you see either City or Arsenal dropping points tonight?
Guess what? If Liverpool win all their games, it doesn't matter what any other person does. If Liverpool win all their games, they win the league. So I think Liverpool are just, I don't know.
All right, guys, let's get your thoughts. 0700-951-0000. That's the phone number. The WhatsApp number you can also call is 080-999-30137. Meanwhile, tomorrow by 8:15, Chelsea will host Manchester United. But let's talk boxing, where the International Boxing Associations... The International Boxing Association's appeal against the removal of his status as the sports world governing body has been rejected. The IBA was stripped of the status by the International Olympic Committee in June 2023 and took the appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. And CAS said the IBA had not made enough change in financial transparency, integrity of officials, and its culture. As a consequence, these 3 elements justify the IOC's decision. The IOC's executive board recommended the move after the IBA failed to meet set reforms following its 2019 suspension over governance issues and alleged corruption. IOC members backed the recommendation with 69 of 70 valid votes. Last year, in response to the votes, the Russian-led IBA accused the IOC of making a tremendous error and compared the move to Germany's actions in the Second World War. Meanwhile, talking about taekwondo, President Nigeria Taekwondo Federation, Abdullahi Saidu Baba, said Nigeria needs new talents in taekwondo and other sports in order to compete better in international competitions. Taekwondo won 1 gold, 1 silver, and 4 bronze medals at the just concluded 13th African Games in Accra, Ghana. And although he acknowledged that their feat at the Games came through a lot of hard work, Saidu Baba pointed out that it was a far cry from their target of 3 gold medals. He therefore advocated the retirement of all old athletes to pave the way for new blood heading into the 14th African Games in Cairo, Egypt. Saidu Baba believes that the process should be set in motion towards this year's Olympic Games in Paris, as well as the National Sports Festival later this year. Meanwhile, talking table tennis, Nigeria table tennis icon Quadri Haruna is not backing down on his heated standoff with World Table Tennis over what he terms unjustifiable sanctions by the body. Earlier on Tuesday, Haruna took a swipe at WTT, accusing the body of racism for slamming him with 2 rankings and the monetary penalties in 2 months for not participating in the World Championships and the WTT Championship in Korea earlier this year. In his first post, Haruna said he suffered from diarrhea when the World Championships held and was involved in club activity during the WTT Championship, which he said he didn't communicate to the body. The 2 ranking penalties saw Haruna concede the pole position of African rankings to Egypt rival Omar Assar, who moved 5 places to occupy the 17th spot of the world. 2 spots above Quadri in the 2024 Week 12 ranking released by LTTF in March, apparently miffed by WTT's response to his Facebook outbox, insisting that those events were indeed mandatory. The 35-year-old responded even more aggressively in a statement asserting they were not mandatory and asking why he shouldn't choose his club, who pays salary over WTT events. The post read, "Why exactly must participation in WTT Championship be mandatory when I have no paid contract with you? What exactly do I have to leave my club? Why exactly do I have to leave my club that is paying me salary and play WTT events? Why exactly is this really mandatory? I have family to take care of and I have bills to pay monthly. Why exactly do I have to be forced to play where I will not win money? Several prize money are yet to be paid by WTT and yet forcing players to play. My prize money from Cup Finals, Doha Star Contender and Goa Star Contender are yet to be received. And why exactly must I leave my contract to my clubs and play WTT champions in Korea and lose my contract with my clubs?" We were talking about the MPFL yesterday. Gombe United put out a goalless draw with Remo Stars, and today, Okwa United will take on Doma United, Abia Ross will take on Plateau United, Bayelsa United will take on Heartland, Enugu Rangers will take on Sunshine Stars, Eimba will take on Kano Pillars, Shooting Stars will take on Kwara United, Sporting Lagos will take on Lobby Stars, and Benin Insurance will take on Niger Tornadoes. Benga, yesterday's victory for Nottingham Forest, did you see it coming against Fulham?
So Nottingham Forest have been, how would I put it, they've been impressive against their mates in recent times. It's only the big games that they are usually found wanting. But against their mates, they've been good. I think one thing that went for Nottingham Forest yesterday was taking their chances when it came. They didn't have a lot of chances, but when it came, they took their chances. And Fulham, I really don't know what's going on with that side. They used
now they did a comeback against Sheffield, 3-3 draw at the weekend.
But they are not consistent. Sheffield United, do you know the position they are in? It's not 19 or 20. And that's the team that you are celebrating for a draw.
They are bottom of the table, Sheffield United.
Exactly. So Fulham and Yusoro should be celebrating drawing Sheffield United. That points to my fact that they've been inconsistent. But for Nottingham Forest, they've been impressive against their mates and they've kept that. And it's one of the reasons why I think they won't get relegated.
All right, guys, this is your Bring Sports Drive to a close today. The show makes a return tomorrow, 9:05 a.m. Do join us then. And later this evening by 7 p.m., it will be time for Football Frenzy. Up next is what's happening in Abuja. Leave your dial locked on your number 1 Let's Talk station and the 5.1 Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.